illicit language, these are some concerns that we have in our entertainment industry. The industry itself, whether it be video games or movies, they've all come up with different ways of helping you determine what kind of different things are in the rating system. Now, for video games, there are several different ratings that they come up with, and these are the types of ones that you'll see on the backs of your video games. Each one comes with one on the front. They've been a little harsher hit from parents and other organizations about how they rate things, so they tend to put it bigger and more in the front, as opposed to movies where they'll just put something small on the back that you can't really see. So I'm going to teach you how to first what the ratings are and then where to find them on your products. Now for video games, these are distinct different ratings and each one means a different thing. This one up here is not very common around the video game stores because it's meant for early development, like small children under 3, to help them learn what a word is or different other math interactive things. Now almost everyone's familiar with the E. It usually means everyone, but what it actually means is it can have mild violence, usually cartoon, there's no blood, there's no language, but the one slightly higher than that is E10, which is becoming more common nowadays, which it does have some violence and a little bit of blood, and maybe you can see alcohol or tobacco use in the video game. Now T is getting a little more flack because it's made for teenagers who still aren't adults, and it does have some sexual situations, maybe a lot more violence, a lot more violent language. It's still not as bad as what's rated M. Now, a lot of parents are giving, video games cause violence and all this stuff, but they have to stop it with them. Or if you were to buy a video game for someone, a cousin, a child, these ratings are important because this is like, it's war sims, extreme violence. My younger nephew actually got to play a video game that I thought was greatly inappropriate with him, because there was a torture scene where someone literally had their legs cut off, and he is 5 years old, and I don't think that's appropriate for him. But it's very important that parents know about these, and the general population at all. Now, adults only is not very well known about because not many games are made that way. But it literally means 18 and up. You have to be 18 to buy it, to see it. Just as any, movie or adult bookstore, it has that kind of content in it. Now, if your child really wants a video game, you don't know anything about it, and it's not yet been rated, it means rating pending. And this is what they'll advertise it as when you see it in advertisements. And you can go onto the website, which is ESRB. They are responsible for all the ratings of video games in the United States and Canada. And they have all the video game titles, all the ones that are coming out, will be coming out, and give you more information exactly what kind of content are in those video games. Now, for video games, when you buy one, this is for PS3, but all the Xbox and things have the similar ones where it's always going to be right here in the corner. It'll be M or E or whatever. And then on the back, it has an elongated one where it says M and for what reasons. And it's usually right here. Now for movies, we've all been to the movies in the cinema. At the beginning of the movie, one of these usually pops up. Now G is just everybody can go. No, there's usually no language, no nudity. Now PG is parental guidance, which means there's probably going to be some language, maybe mild violence, but it's, parents should look at it before. Now, PG-13, there is strong language and partial nudity. In fact, there's a level of swear words they can actually use. I think they can say the F word once and then they can get one. But more than that, it goes up a higher rating. Now, restricted means you have to be 17 or your parents have to go with you. They're not admitted into the theater and no one will sell it to you. And NC-17 is no one under the age of 17 is admitted or into the theater. Even if your parents go with you, they have to, discuss it with the people that are selling tickets, for instance. Because they don't really wanna let you in because it's not rated for anyone under 17, cause there's gonna be violence, gore, it's like the gore category of movies, not usually rated. Now, movies don't really put it on the front, they like to do pretty covers. Now on the back, what you have to do is look in the bottom, and it's usually right along here, or in the corner, and it'll just give you a rating. It doesn't go into any detail as to why. Anybody have any questions?